Families and friends, the saponifications of lie continue to blend in the cesspool of ignorance. So here we go, people. The Education Department on Monday in a foreign, Yaganti has opened an investigation into 5 Republican-led states to find out if banning the requirement of face masks in school is a civil rights violation against, the disability clause. And we're going to have to talk about this because it seems like they're targeting certain states. You are going to, the youths them are suffer. Greetings and salutations to all nations. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm Rastafari, soldier of Deep Roads TV, and if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, and we're going to have a great relationship. Shockingly, after almost 2 years of lockdown and pandemic and mask wearing, there are many people that want to maintain the cloak or the mask that they're under, but unfortunately they are also trying to justify the concealment of the face of children and decreasing their oxygen, decreasing their reading of vital sign, which I personally think it's a mental health issue. The Education Department Monday opened civil rights investigation into 5 Republican states that have banned or limited mask requirement in school, saying that the policy could amount to discrimination against students with disability and health condition. You hear them think that people, they must say, if them follow the government of Florida, for example, or the government of Texas mask mandate, because the government has banned the wearing of mask or the requirement. He didn't say he banned the wearing of mask, he banned the requirement. So if the child's parent want to put the child in a mask, the child's parent has that choice. So if there's a child with a disability, I'm thinking that the child parents would put their mask on, but you know what? The disabled child that has a compromised immune system are being protected by their parents that don't want to admit that the child has a health problem, but want to close everybody around the child airways off. The Department of Office of Civil Rights announced investigation in a letter of Education Chief in Iowa, Omaha, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Utah. Those states have issued verbal prohibition on masks, requiring which the state said that, prevent the student from safely attend school. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona accused the state of putting politics over the health and the education of the student they took an oath to serve. The department will fight to protect every student's right to access in their parents' in-person learning safely, Cardona said in a statement. But I guess that the students are the ones that are compromised, or the one that only have the right. Now, President Joe Biden last week asked Cardona to explore possibility of legal action, prompting that department to examine whether the policies could amount to civil rights violation. The state under investigation have adopted the range of policies that outlaw or curb mask mandate. Now people want to know if you understand that when they hear civil rights nowadays, it's not about no black people. No, it's about LGBTQ immigrants, and it's about, disability. It's not about no black people. So them just throw civil rights in there to make certain people feel like them including there or not. In Tennessee, school mask mandate are permitted, but the recent executive order from Government Bill Lee allowed families to opt out of them. Those policies conflict with the guidance from the Center of Disease Control and Prevent, which condemn the universal mask wearing of students and teachers in the classroom. The CDC has issued a guideline in light of the rapid spread of the highly contagious Delta variant COVID-19. People, I'm going to talk to you about that. An announcement, an investigation. The department said that it will examine whether the policies violate the federal law protecting students with disability. Among the students them with disability them are protect. What about the students without disability? But that is the thing that these people like to do, you know. Put everybody on one level, put everybody in a one box, want to have the same treatment, the same vaccination push for every, and then using the excuse of two disabled or a few disability issues to actually punish everyone. My child has been in school for 2 years now, and I do not like that. My child do not know the teacher. I don't even know my child's teacher. I haven't been to the school. I feel like I'm not allowed to the school. And when I go there, I don't want to wear no mask, go to the school, because I want the children them to see me. And I want to see the children, and I want to see the students. So it's like you have some faceless people in the school. So I want to keep myself away from it, because when I go there, I'm going to get upset. Under that law, the students will be disabled, with disability must be given access to free, appropriate public education alongside their own. Okay, I know my fault you're disabled. And first of all, if you're disabled and you have an immune compromise, why would you want to be in a situation where you can get infected? Now, how much disability children in the school? I want to use that as an excuse to make every child in the class wear a mask. All right, the state outlawed mask mandate, and it could not prevent school from taking necessary steps. It could prevent school from taking necessary steps to protect students with disability. They keep on talking about these students with disability and medical condition. Now, if the student have medical condition and disability, and the parents know, why don't you keep that student home? Why don't you homeschool those students? Or why don't you put those students in a location where they're not mixing with other children with strong immunity? Oh, you don't want them to feel like them have a disability. You don't want them to feel like there's something they need to be careful as far as you want to blend them in. You want everybody to be gender neutral, mentally neutral, stupid like everybody. And it's working well. It's working very, very well. Now, I'm reading a letter here, the article here, and it says, in its letter, the department said that concerns that the state may be preventing schools from making individual assessment about mask use so that the students with disability can admit school and be participate in school activities. First of all, my daughter is not disabled, and I see them have my little youth run around in a mask. Uno have kill my daughter brain cell. That's what Uno did do. Uno slow down the children learning ability, and I dumb everybody down, and the people them was supposed to advance. You don't want them to advance because you want to show people say everybody even. Nobody in a bumbleclad evening of the world, people. You know what I say? So, but they're saying that if agencies conclude that state violates civil rights law, it could issue sanction as severe as lost as federal education fund. Listen to me. They are going off of this guy, DeSantis. Them already calling this guy Baby Trump because he's intelligent and the move that he makes is wise, and a lot of people did not die in Florida. For the last 2 years, Florida no shut down and school, people go to school and nobody not dead. So any kind of numbers when you hear about Florida, they're lying people. Me live in Florida for now. Me go all around Florida. Me there Florida. Florida open from the beach to the parties when I come on down. The inquiries were launched at the department discretion and not in response to the complaints of the parents, because the parents them not complain. One and two parents are complaining with them little disabled children. If you know your child have a weak immune system, don't you think that you need to go ahead and pack him up with vitamins and make sure him wear for your mask instead of make my picnic and everybody else picnic wear mask? And they're too selfish and wicked. And I go on like say everybody there on the same level. We are not on the same level, people. Not everybody there on the same level. No, not at all. Not everybody physically, mentally, socially, spiritually, or immunely as strong as possible. And I don't think that it is my fault. Say my immune system strong and yours is not. Iowa government, Kim Reynolds said that, you know, individuals should be trusted to make the best decision for themselves. I agree. Iowa was able to reopen school safely and responsibly over the year ago. President Biden and his team know this, yet he has decided to pick on politicians. He wants to fight because he wants to distract from what he's doing. He have his hand full right now, with all his failures, the governor said. A spokesperson of Oklahoma, Governor Kevin Stitt, said that until every American citizen is safe out of Afghanistan, President Biden should not speak or spend any time harassing states like Oklahoma and Florida for protecting parents' rights to make health decisions. That's what I'm trying to figure out. We're not talking about students' rights. So what about the parents' rights? We're not trying to put students against parents as if the students are unsafe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not being proven over the last 2 years that there's a pandemic amongst children. Children do not die that much. The percentage that they die from COVID is low. You okay? And they're over here using the law and states, Department of Education, talk about their concern. Concern for who? Concern for who? First of all, my children are not getting the right teaching when my child faces cover. And the teacher them face cover. The children them now read no facial expression. Them don't know if the teacher is satisfied by smiling or angry. And for younger children, what kind of mental health is that having? The last few years before COVID come in, we don't worry about mental health, but now we don't worry about no mental health. I guess mental health is out the door. Oh. But the facial recognition system that we are setting up are the obstacles that you want the children to see, or the laziness where you know the children them don't talk. Because when we're in a public, people don't talk because they're masked up and suffocated. George Floyd go through why I can't breathe. I don't know how to put the whole world through that. We see Joe Biden go give award to the WNBA from Seattle, and we see the clown kneel down. I don't know if he's being Derek Chauvin or what, because we see George Floyd get killed by a knee, and we see the black people them go kneel down. We see the man saying can't breathe, and the man them put on mask on your face to suffocate you so you can't breathe. Now in South Carolina, the state top educator officials similarly clashed with the governor over the mask policy. A statement from the state educator agency said Superintendent Molly Sperman has repeatedly implored lawmakers to reconsider their ban on mask mandates. South Carolina educator officially said they are sensitive to the law effect on vulnerability of students. Of course, you're worried about the disability. But what I'm saying is, the children them that are covering up their face, they have difficulty actually recognizing their peer. Don't you think it gives them a decision-making problem? When I go out and I see a lot of people in store with their face covered up, sometimes people call to me and I'm scared. My heart is palpitating, people. So I don't understand what kind of thing them I do. If them just make sure if the facial recognition system get messed up with the mask skin, and them just train it some more. Because some people just clownish and them believe everything what the TV and the government tell them. Some other state previously outlawed mask mandate, ladies and gentlemen. But the policies were overwhelming. And they were overturned by the courts. Listen to this. The state government, the governor, said you don't have to mandate no mask. And that's to reveal the people them and allow them to make their decisions as adults and allow the story to come back in the economy. Some other state previously outlaw mandates and policies, they were overturned by the courts, are not being enforced, including in Florida, Texas, Arkansas, and Arizona. See them a name out the state them and them a come on TV and chat about whole heap of people down there are dead. I lie them I tell. I'm in Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, about 8 children has died in 2 years in Florida from COVID. 8. And there's 128 in the hospital right now. The people them lie. The Education Department has not opened investigation into those states, but said that they are watching closely and is preparing to take action, reckless action, and better stay on the yard. Only just working with old Joe Biden for try this Ron Desantis because he's doing a great job. Me live in Florida, I know. Masks have emerged as a major source of contention as the nation's school starts reopening for the new year and the surge of the COVID-19 and a line on COVID now surge at the same level it depend. That's the way a pandemic works, ladies and gentlemen. It rises, it falls, peaks. Whatever happened to herd immunity? I guess that don't work, huh? Herd immunity where everybody go. So I'd make sure I go out and I do not wear any mask. Because if I catch the COVID-19, then ladies and gentlemen, then I'll be protected. Me not take 1, 2, 3 joke and boost. You mad take man for ghost. Now states, including South Carolina, California, New York, and Louisiana may issue statewide mask requirement. Yeah, Democrats inside school, while Texas, Florida, and others move to prevent schools from requiring masks. Damn right, we're free down here in Florida, which had taken one of the toughest stance against mask mandate. A judge ruled Friday that the school are legally allowed to require masks. Yeah, because the CDC lying Dr. Fauci say you have to wear it inside. But when we come out, we rip it off down here. The judge overturned an order from Governor Ron Desantis that made bar such mandate, ruling that it was unconstitutional and cannot be enforced. I know I tell. Because me no want me you to wear mask. I don't know how force me you to wear mask. Eh? I don't want my child to wear a mask, and you are unconstitutionally forcing my youth to wear a mask. When I take man for fool, and most of the little retarded people them, and them go agree with you know, with them like a blood clot handicap picnic them want to chat about disabled. And the disabled them disabled. When I go on like say, you know want look out for the lowest. And on my fault you go stick to your cousin. That's how I get it. How the genotype is low. On the genetics low, or you need to take drugs while you're pregnant, or you need to drink liquor while you're pregnant. The American Civil Liberty Union last week filed a federal lawsuit over the state's policy forbidding mask mandate, ladies and gentlemen. The suit filed on behalf of the parents and the disability rights group argued that the ban excludes vulnerable students from public school. In Iowa, a mother of twin boys recently sued the state over the ban of school mask requirement. Her suit, Francisco Parr, said that children were set to start first grade this year. First grade picnic? I make my picnic have you wear mask. First grade picnic. But she is now teaching them at home over fear about their safety. That's the way you do it, ladies and gentlemen. You inconvenience yourself instead of inconvenience everybody. That is the righteous way to do it. How you gonna pull out all of the picnic and put on mask because few people rascal weak. Eh? How them do that? You don't no sense or no sense. You know idiot or no sense. But again, that's who we have running the world. Some people with no logics. Every little boys and girls, don't make them trick you. Nyam good food, drink good juice. Don't drink up them high fructose corn syrup. You're going to go outside in the sun. A melanated, they call them black. A black person need an hour and a half of sunlight to get the proper vitamin D per day. A white person, a European person needs 15 minutes per day. So that's why all these Europeans come up with this thing and have people locked in, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to make my immune system fall. The district is encouraging mask wearing, but is forbidding it for requiring it. Or you mean something fit go on? If you want to wear mask, you wear mask. If you want mask out, mask out. You're going to and suffocate yourself and pass out. And a sniffing some little fiber down in your lungs. While the government continue to try to do facial recognition on you. Trying to test them back to test around the mask. Because they want to can't tell if you or when you have your mask and your face tie up. Because they want to check your retina. They want to get the facial. They want to get your movement. They want to get the face shape. They want to get the forehead. Yeah. You're practicing, ladies and gentlemen, global surveillance. That's what I'm telling you. On the things they are joke. And these people who are idiotic and non-composed are playing right into it. Especially the single little Karen moms. The single little moms that are scared. Scared. I got my little kid. Yeah, go ahead. And the teacher them playing the game called they're pimping the system because they're the one that voted for Joe Biden. Black woman, me not even gonna say nothing about you. Put me aside because you don't have no sense. If our state government doesn't change It's possible as pandemic continue. Then hopefully the federal government will find a legal path that allows us to do more to keep our students safe and our staff safe. District spokesperson Phil Reorder said in a statement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a pandemic game. They are politicizing this thing, and I knew it from long time. From you see last year, them a delete me YouTube because me a talk about the COVID-19. And me a tell you, so Dr. Judy Mikovits said it was Dr. Fauci that was practicing the gain of function from last year, 2019, 2020. Me I tell you, they tried to lock up Judy Mikovits because she exposed the gain of function, took her off the internet just because, just how they taking down all of Dr. Batar's things and all of Judy Mikovits things, just like how they took down all of David Icke, Alex Jones, and say they're crazy spreading misinformation. Ladies and gentlemen, the only misinformation that is being spread to you is on the local TV. It's on the every evening news. The news stands for North, South, East, and West, and that's the government's best tool. All the news companies are owned by the same people. All the news companies are owned by the same people. Don't listen to nothing where they must say. Go out and experience your life yourself, ladies and gentlemen. We have been bamboozled and told a lie for many, many years. And it's going on now. My hat's off to Governor Ron Desantis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a real good man. I'm telling you, he's allowing people to live their life. Me no care if me dead, as long as I die on my own. So if you're scared of COVID-19, don't come out your home, but don't make me stay in home. The Department of Education is in bed with the state. The Department of Education is in bed with the federal government. And in this country, in America, that mean no mean right now. You're supposed to have freeness. Separate the big power. We do not want no big government controlling. We don't want to federalize nothing. We don't want no man way up in Washington and tell them as Florida what we do. You're mad, especially if it's Joe Biden, because you could see that he's old and he's senile. Them just put him in there so they could run over the people them rights, so they could run over the people them liberty without his mind being in a good cognitive situation. His mental is going. You could see that. The man fall going up the stairs of an airplane 3 times. Me don't know how to do it 3 times. I understand 1 time, but 3 times, ladies and gentlemen, and these people are still riding on the boat. It reminds me like when me there in Jamaica and we are drive real fast around some corner in a some bus. And the people them scared and sit down in it and she said the man I go kill we off. Me tap it and come out. I don't care where I'm at. So ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm Rastafari soldier. I'm going to stop because I'm getting real hot. I just wanted to point out that in the United States, the Department of Education has combined with the federal government, which is Joe Biden, and are suing Republican state Democrats for not mandating masks. They give the parents and the children and the people them the choice to wear it if they want. But the federal government link up with the school department and are making it mandated. It's required. You're suing a governor that has proven that his policy has worked. In vax up all of the old people and make COVID vaccine available for everybody. But that's not good. The Department of Education have to make sure everybody, every child are slower. Because when they put the mask on the child's face, they're slower. Their learning process slower. When they put it over their face, they breathe less air, so their mind is deficient for oxygen. When they don't think about nothing, all they think about, oh, my little disabled kid, keep him home. That's retarded to actually think that your one child deserves special treatment and is going to punish everybody to breathe less air. On a wicked no Rastafari. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari, so just go ahead and share this clip. I just want to touch it. I just want to perk your brain, let you know it's insane for you to have an underlying issue or your child have an underlying issue and you have forced everybody at your workplace or your school to wear a mask as long as they are at work because of you. Before you wear the mask, I stay your Rasta yard. It's simple. How difficult is that? I'm Rastafari, so to share that.